Day 2 of the 2025 NFL Draft is officially in the books, and today just one draft pick for your Washington Commanders, but it was a dang good one with Trey Amos, cornerback out of Ole Miss, being the pick. Welcome into the Commanders Report. I'm your host, Jack Sperry. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button, by the way, for extensive Commanders coverage all throughout the 2025 NFL Draft. Big shout out to Joey Peterson for getting out our instant reaction video on Amos coming to the Washington Commanders at number 61 overall. And this is somebody, guys, that people were expecting to potentially go in late round 1. He falls all the way to late round 2, and I can't think of a better cornerback for the Washington Commanders to draft and to play right away in this specific defensive scheme than Trey Amos out of Ole Miss, one of my favorite corners in this entire class. I think that this is somebody that maybe isn't the best athlete in the world, but he is just such a good football player, and he's so good at the position. He excels in press coverage, specifically jam coverage with his long arms, plays with extreme strength and physicality, and then he also plays with great zone instincts as well, so you can play him in zone, you can play him in press man. Those are the two things that the Commanders are going to be asking him to do the most in this system, and I love his instincts as a player. I love the physicality that he plays with. He's a reliable tackler, which is something that's very important as well. Had 3 interceptions just last year for the Rebels there in Ole Miss. Had 4 tackles for losses as well, so he's a good tackler. 14 or 16 PBUs, so he's got the ball production that you look for. And, he's not the fastest guy in the world, especially for a corner, but it's certainly not terrible. A 4.43 40-yard dash is more than serviceable for a starting NFL corner, especially one that plays with really nice footwork and plays with incredible physicality, which just fits what the Washington Commanders want to do moving forward here on defense. And this is a big problem for the Washington Commanders last year. That's why they traded for Marshon Lattimore, and that's why they drafted Mike Sainristil, because, Benjamin St. Toast, Emmanuel Forbes, those guys were just not getting it done. But now this cornerback room has gone from the biggest weakness of this football team to a strength, because you're putting Trey Amos, who's going to be your number 2 outside corner, alongside Marshon Lattimore, who you brought in to be your number 1 guy. I think Amos has the ability to be your number 1 of the future. And then you can put now Mikey Sainristil, rookie last year out of Michigan, in the slot to be the nickel defender, true impact nickel defender that he was drafted to be. So I absolutely love this move for the Washington Commanders. Let me know what you guys think down there in the comment section. Grade the pick for me, A, B, C, D, or F for this pick of Trey Amos here, cornerback out of Ole Miss. This will be the pinned comment on today's show. So YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. And when that happens, take advantage of that time by giving me your grade for Trey Amos to the Washington Commanders in round 2. For me, this is an easy one, guys. A+. I think it's a perfect scheme fit. I think that the Commanders might have even considered taking him in round 1. I think that he's that good of a fit. I would have loved Benjamin Morrison here as well out of Notre Dame, but between him and Amos, there's not much of a difference in my opinion. And I do think Amos is going to be able to come in right away and be a day 1 starter, even over Jonathan Jones, who was brought in here in free agency, but it was on a 1-year, $5.5 million deal. And he's excellent depth, who can play inside and outside. So if there's an injury, Jonathan Jones can slide right in. And of course, Mikey Sainristil showed that he can play on the outside last year as well. So I think that this cornerback room has now officially become a strength for the Washington Commanders. And we take a look at the picks that they've made so far, and I think Adam Peters is knocking this thing out of the park with Josh Conerly Jr., being that your right tackle of the future. It allows you to put Brandon Coleman at left guard, where I actually think he has a good chance to succeed. Of course, you have Laramie Tunsil now at left tackle, where that 3rd-round pick went today. So Laramie Tunsil certainly is a part of this equation as well. And then you get Trey Amos to be a legit starting cornerback in this defense that plays a lot of press, that plays a lot of man coverage. He's got the speed, or he's got enough speed to be able to play in press man, but he's also got great instincts if they want to play off coverage. He's one of the most complete corners in this entire class. He's a great tackler. He's got good instincts to go after the football, good ball skills to get interceptions as well. It's just you don't find players as good as Trey Amos at number 61 very often, but the Commanders definitely found their guy here, and I couldn't be happier. Now, before we get into the rest of today's content, let's have a word from our sponsor here at Mando Whole Body Deodorant. Spring is in the air here, guys, and the weather is warming up, and I'm most looking forward to taking my dog out for long walks during the summer this year. It gets pretty hot here in Texas, but I do enjoy taking Rosie out for walks and then also going to watch a ball game on the weekends with producer Joey or with my girlfriend Cassie. I'm looking forward to it even more now because I've started using Mando Whole Body Deodorant because unlike other DOs I've tried, it actually can handle anything. Mando is safe to use anywhere on your body and is clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. Also, Mando's entire line of products are baking soda free, paraben free, and you can choose from a variety of fresh scents like Clover Woods, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport, or my favorite, Bourbon Leather. Mando has a special offer for new customers to get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code and link. Use code CHAT at shopmando.com. And let me tell you, man, when we started using Mando products here at Chat Sports, I had no idea what this company was, but they gave us the starter pack and they gave us one of these little body wash containers here to bring home and to try. And the first time I tried it, I couldn't believe how good this stuff smelled. And because of that, I've been using this ever since. I've got a big bottle of it at home. I use their stick deodorant every single day. And I'm telling you, man, you are going to be smelling fresh and you're going to love the way you smell every single day with the Mando starter pack. And really the starter pack is perfect for new customers because it allows you to try their products. And with our special code, you get $5 off that starter pack. So really low risk for you guys to try out my favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market. It comes with a solid stick of deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash. You can get the mini body wash that I was showing you earlier. And you can also get deodorant wipes, which are highly recommended as well. Plus, you get free shipping along with it, so it's even less risk. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code that equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you use code CHAT at shopmando.com. That's shopmendo.com. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando Whole Body Deodorant today. So now you've taken Josh Conerly Jr. and Trey Amos here as your top 2 picks in the NFL draft this year. I think both of those picks are very, very good. Now, you might be saying at home, Jack, we haven't addressed edge rusher yet, and you would be right about that. Heading into tomorrow, there's still plenty of good edge rushers that they could potentially target, and of course, they could potentially even trade for still Trey Hendrickson, or they could make something happen. Tyree Wilson has been rumored to be on the trade block as well. There's going to be other opportunities, and it's going to be interesting to see how Adam Peters goes into the edge position heading into tomorrow. The top available edges, according to our very own Tom Downey's edge rusher big board here, Jack Sawyer out of Ohio State is the number 1 guy available right now. You got Antoine Powell-Ryland out of Virginia Tech that's still available. Braden Swinson is still available here out of LSU, very productive. Kyle Kennard actually kicked Will Campbell's butt when they went up against LSU this year. He's got long arms. Good stuff from Kyle Kennard there. And then other than that, you got Barron Sorrell, Elijah Roberts, Fadil Diggs, and Jared Ivey. I think at this point you're probably hoping. And then also, I believe Josiah Stewart is still on the board too. No, did he get taken today? So unfortunately, he's not on the board. But I also really like David Walker out of Central Arkansas, who's actually still available. So keep your eye on him as we go into tomorrow, still needing an edge rusher. And that's really the only complaint I have about the Washington Commanders at this point is that they haven't addressed edge rusher. They could also add a safety, all right? So a safety is something that, they have Will Harris, who they really like, but usually Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr., they like to have a true box safety as a part of the defense. I'm not sure Harris really fits that bill. The top safeties available, Billy Bowman Jr., worst tackler in the class, over 25% missed tackle rate for a safety, which is really bad. Lathan Ransom out of Ohio State still available. Keep your eye on Jalen Reed tomorrow in the 4th round. I think that, he's got good size, good athleticism. I think that the Commanders could see some value in him. Marcus Sigle out of Kansas State is still available. Hunter Wohler out of Wisconsin is the guy I would keep my eye on, guys. He's a true box safety. I think he's good enough in coverage to survive on early downs. But he can be that true box safety for the Commanders' defense this year, so keep your eye on him. I like Craig Woodson out of California. Not the best physical profile in the world, but a very solid player. Same thing with Malachi Moore out of Alabama. So there's still some safety options that they can look at moving forward. And then wide receiver probably is the other position that we can look at here because they haven't added to this group yet, but there's still some good players at the wide receiver position to add to this wide receiver room to go along with Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, Noah Brown, and Luke McCaffrey. Alec Ayamaner out of Stanford. If he's available at the Commanders' next pick here, you got to take him. All right, plain and simply, man. He is just too good to let go. Jalen Royals out of Utah State, another guy that's starting to fall a little bit here. I would love him. Torrey Horton as well. Tez Johnson is a good route runner. I would be fine taking him, even though he's tiny. Jalen Lane. You got Keandre Lambert-Smith, Ricky White, and then Chamiri, DK, that's what it is, out of Florida, as well, is still available on Tom Downey's big board. Some other people that I really like in this class: Afton Chisholm Jr., Jordan Watkins, who we've talked about on this show before. Jimmy Horn Jr. is still available. There's definitely going to be opportunities to add to the wide receiver room tomorrow, and I kind of expect the Commanders to take a wide receiver at some point tomorrow afternoon. So take a guess for me down there in the comment section. Who will the Washington Commanders draft in day 3? Let me know what you guys think down there in the comment section. And who should the Commanders take next? Should it be an edge rusher, wide receiver, safety? What else do the Commanders need? Let me know what you guys think down there in the comments section. And, of course, we'll have more coverage for you guys tomorrow for every single pick that the Washington Commanders make. And, of course, my final draft grades for the Washington Commanders come out tomorrow. As well, after day 3 of the NFL draft concludes. And then we got UDFA signings, and we've got rookie minicamp coming up, and we got a bunch of great stuff coming up on the Commanders Report. We're going to be covering all of it 100% free, guys, right here on this channel. So for in-depth Commanders coverage every single day, make sure you click that subscribe button right now. And until next time, guys, go raise some hell.